presents ARTeace, a tribute to love, a path to healing. Alter Reality presents ARTeace is a soulful celebration of love, loss, and healing through art. Rooting in the passion of a grieving heart, this brand merges African-inspired motifs with nature, using vibrant fabrics, resin, and chains to create powerful mixed-media masterpieces. Shortly after losing the love of her life, artist Catrice Pitts faced an unexpected battle with cancer. Currently still fighting through it, this ongoing struggle makes it difficult to create at times, but at other moments, her art becomes her only escape and source of strength. Each piece is a tribute to the love that endures beyond loss, transforming pain into beauty and hope. Her art is not only a love letter to her beloved, but also a testament to her resilience, an unyielding sign of strength to herself, and a beacon of hope to all who encounter her work. It whispers that even in darkness, love and hope can blossom, and that healing is often born from the depths of our most profound struggles.
Thank you. So what happened was, me and Tiso used to create all the time, and we started this contest where our substrate was canvas. Now, I'm a creator. I usually don't use canvas. That was not my thing. I'll do, mugs or t-shirts or jewelry or different things like that. But one of the contests, which one did we do? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Was it this one? This one here. So one of the contests we did, this was the first one. So what we did was we created it, and then we all got together, me and the family, and he wanted to be a contest because he was very, very competitive.
Yeah.
So my piece is not here because it's sold.
Yeah, it is.
So it's not here. But so this was the first one. The second one we were creating was, I think it was the Negro motorist he created for me for the museum. And they were to sell, but of course now I'm not selling them. My second piece I did not finish because after that he passed, so all my pieces are still at home. I am going to complete them, I just haven't completed the second piece. But when I started back creating, what happened was after I got diagnosed with cancer, I kind of went just straight into another tailspin, and I couldn't get out of it. And one day I woke up, I said, God, I just want to live, help me live. And he said, create the piece that you created for Tiso. So this is one of the pieces I created for him that we had on our night table, his and hers. So this was the image that I created, to me, reflected who Tiso was. And so this was it. So when I recreated it, these are the guys I created, and I said, well, let me tone it down a little bit because, just because. And I toned it down, so the very first piece I was able to create that really brought me out, this was my very, very first piece. These two here, and they were sold, and his brother actually bought it, and so, I tried to buy it back, but so they're here to be displayed. So what happened was, my mom was like, oh, that is so good, I really like that. I thought she was blowing smoke up, right? I'm thinking, because she was trying to help me get out of this funk I was in. And I was like, okay. And then I showed him, he said, oh my gosh, I really like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I want to buy it. And I was like, all right. So then I reduplicated, not the same fabric and coloration, but the same guy. I recreated the same guy. And that sold. And then the third time it sold again, and I'm like, what the heck? So one of my best friends saw it and said, you need to submit this for Black History Month. So this is around January time. So the two that I created was these two. And I submitted it for City of Orlando Black History Month. They got rejected. I was real upset about it. And I said, why? You didn't know what was going to happen anyway. And I didn't know what was going to happen. So I got out of that. And then I kept creating other images, and they have been selling. So there's variations of different lines that I'm doing. I'm doing t-shirt, they sell. I recreated, took pictures of all his t-shirts and stuff that he created, and I sell these at the museum. They sell, but with that, I get to tell his story of who he was and what he did, and kind of showcase my other creations that I got inspired to do. Doing this, there's a young lady, she was the director of Hannibal Square Museum. I don't know if you heard her, Barbara Chandler. And I called her because she's really out there, and I said, hey, let me meet with you. I want to show you something and tell me what you think and see if you can help me. And I showed her the smaller pieces that I started out with. She was like, oh yeah, this is great. So she invited me to do the Winter Park Art Festival, and I thought that was really cool. And then I did Tierra's Hat Parade, and I thought that was really cool. And then I met all these artists, paintbrush the canvas. And she loved my work so much, she asked me to be a part of, she's doing this all women's art thing she's trying to put together, and the big event will be in September, I think. So where all the female artists get to showcase these variations of art. Now, I'm a little bit different because I'm multimedia art, but she wanted me to be a part of that, and I thought that was really, really cool, and I'm really, really excited to do that. But what she did tell me is my canvas has got to be bigger, and I'm like, hey, baby, like, I'm stretching it 16 by 20, like, you know, I'm stretching it out, but I'm very excited to be a part of this all women's art group, and I'm very excited. So I'm glad, you guys. I just wanted to give honor to Tiso because he inspired me to go on. And I think this is a great way to just to let him know how much he meant to me and allow me to continue on to talk about him and showcase his art along with my art. So ARTeace came from, and it's really unique to me, Kwani came up with it. ARTeace, my company, AR, is Alter Reality. T-E-A for Tiso, we call it the T Fields, some of us. Tease, because that's my nickname. So we put it together, it became ARTeace. So that's how the name was created and the various artwork. And I'm very, very excited because I have some really great ideas that I plan on pushing my artwork to the next level. What I'm trying to do is create like a little segment called The Gallery. And basically what the gallery is, we're at the gallery right now, is anywhere I take my art pieces and set up and I talk about it. So this will be my first episode of The Gallery that I will put on YouTube and kind of figure it out because I don't know what I'm doing. He was the one that did editing and all these things, but I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm just going to push it the best way I can push it, and it's going to go where it needs to go. So thank you guys for joining me at The Gallery.
There was never a time, and it was your time. That was our time to clap spoons together.
Like, what was all that noise? So I did make some buttons, and I do have my little bank here because the canvas, if you would mind, if you want to donate, that would be great. So your donation would help create the next piece of the certain type of canvas that I need to be a part of the, when they tell me what the name is, I can let y'all know. But I want everybody to get a button that I created. This is not really, I think I was having a hard time with this because it really was not a, what was I calling it? Yes, please. What I was saying?
It's not
a celebration of life. I really felt like today was really important to me to have it on 420. I mean, some of y'all that know Tiso know he like to smoke the weed. And on April 20th, he thought that was a pass. Like, yeah, we all gonna smoke, and it's also my birthday. So, and he thought that was really funny. Because, oh wow, your birthday's on April 20th? And I was like, yeah. So that was really cool. So that's why I really, really pushed to do it today. I kind of was having a hard time with it because I'm not ready to say goodbye. And I'm not going to say goodbye, right? Because he is with me. And as long as I keep creating, he'll always be with me. A funny thing about the artwork though, so I don't never change up the man. Okay, so the man, I told him, I said, hey, it's gonna be the same man. Now I got 2 images that I created for Tiso, so I got another image that I hadn't started working on, but I changed up the ladies. So it's about 4 or 5 ladies I'll pair them with the artwork, but yeah. So let's see what it is.
But let's hear it again for ARTeace!
they are for sale. They are for sale. And then I do commission work as well. I've been doing a little bit of that, and that was quite exciting. That people seeing my artwork and wanted me to do some things for them, whatever. So that's been going pretty good too. That's been going pretty good.
Show your T-shirt.
Oh, so each piece is something different. This particular series with the pick is Afro Soul. Yeah, and he's been selling too. So it's Afro Soul, and then on the back of them it says Afro Soul. Yeah. So they've been, but you guys know I work at the African American Museum, so it just works out.
So that's the male, and let's see the female.
Yeah, you see that. It's the same. Oh no, I didn't realize you did that. Sorry.
And the T-shirts are how much?
20. And I don't have any, I had coasters too, but they really sell really good. So I'm glad for that. It's so funny because I was trying to find, Tiso sold one of his shirts at a museum, and I was trying to find a picture of it, because everybody knows, some of you know that he was drawn clothes and stuff like that. But one of his pieces went to Africa. And that was pretty cool because the lady that bought it came to the museum and worked in the school of boys. And it was just a very unique shirt. And when she saw it, whatever it was she saw, once he explained to her, it just blew her mind away. And that shirt went for $175. And I was hoping his brother was here because his brother was like shocked.